Hello children, welcome back. Today I am going to teach you new topic in social science, geography, chapter number 5, that is major domains of the earth. Yes, in our previous session already we learned about different planets, but we know that the earth is the only planet on which you saw life is there because the suitable environment is there. We get air, water and basically land for living. So here through this chapter we try to learn about the different domains or the different elements of the environment. So one by one here we study about the different domains. So first of all we try to learn about this. Human beings can live here because the life sustaining elements of land, water and air are present on the earth. The surface of the earth is a complex zone in which three main components of the environment meet, overlap and interact. So first of all we try to understand our first domain, which is lithosphere. What is lithosphere? Lithosphere means the solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. So first we try to understand it. Lithosphere means a land on which we live. Means the crust, rock or the below the rock you find soil is there. So in simple language we said it, the land on which we live here. Then second element is atmosphere. So we understood, first you try to understand what is atmosphere. The gaseous layer that surrounded the earth is the atmosphere. Here I will give you the different examples. For example, here you find the different gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and the other gases are found on earth. Then we talk about our third element, which is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere means the water covers a very big area of the earth surface and this area is called the hydrosphere. Yes, here the content of air, it is called as the content of water, it is called as hydrosphere. So maximum portion of the water covers through the ocean, river, pond. You saw already we shown water bodies through the blue color. Water bodies indicate with a blue color. So the hydrosphere comprises water in all its form, that is ice, then water and water vapor also. Here after that we are talking about biosphere. When we merge these three elements, it comprises, or when we merge these three elements like lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, it forms biosphere. The biosphere is the narrow zone where we find land, water and air together, which contains all form of life. As we read, here we are talking about lithosphere. The solid portion of the earth is called the lithosphere. It comprises the rock of the earth, crust and the thin layer of the soil that contains nutrients, elements which sustain organisms. There are two main divisions of the earth's surface. First we are talking about continents, means the large land masses are known as continents. So, and the huge water bodies are called the ocean basins. So in detail with the help of map we learn about different continents and oceans. So all the oceans of the world are connected with one another. The level of the sea water remains the same everywhere. Elevations of land is measured from the level of the sea. So which is taken as 0. Look at the map carefully. Student, in this map, I will show you 7 continents and 5 oceans of the world. This is the world map Through this map, we get the information about 7 continents, which are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. So, here as we know that water body contains with a blue color, which indicates with a blue color. So, here we discuss about our 5 oceans, which are Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and last one is Southern Ocean or Southern Ocean. Through this map, we will learn about in detail. So, this map is already given on page number 31. Now, let's read about 7 continents. So, here I will show you 7 continents, which are Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, North America and South America. So, let's go through each one of them in briefly. So, one by one we get information about different continents. So, first here we discuss about Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It covers about 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. Yes, we already know that we all live in India. India is a part of Asia continent. The continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. Asia is separated from the Europe by the Ural mountain of the west, means which is situated in Russia, and the combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called as the Eurasia. Now we move to another point, which is Europe continent. Europe is much smaller than the Asia continent. The continent lies to the west of Asia. The Arctic Circle passes through it and it is bounded by the water bodies on 3 sides. So, through the map, we will learn about different continents. Here, we are talking about our 3rd continent, which is Africa. Africa is the 2nd largest continent after Asia. The equator or 0° latitudes run almost through the middle of the continent. A large part of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere and it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass. Yes, 3 latitude, our 3 main latitude pass through this continent. The Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, is located in Africa. The continent is bound on all the sides by ocean and seas. Yes, it covers with the water bodies. You will notice that the world's longest river, the Nile River, which flow through the Africa. Notice where the equator and the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn pass in the map of Africa. Yes, through the map we get more information about Africa. Our 4th continent, which is Australia. Australia is the smallest continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. Actually, we observe that in our map, maximum continent lies in the northern hemisphere, but Australia lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is surrounded on all the sides by the ocean and seas. It is called an island continent. Our 5th continent is Antarctica. It is completely in the southern hemisphere. Is a huge continent. The South Pole lies almost at the south center of the continent, as it is located in the South Polar region. Yes, we already studied about North Pole and South Pole. It lies in South Pole region. It is permanently covered with a thick ice sheet. There are no permanent human settlement is there. Yes, maximum people live in the northern hemisphere, but if we talk about Antarctica, no settlement, maximum people live in other continent, but less people living in this continent. Many countries have research stations in Antarctica. India also have research station there. So there are named as Maitri Research Center and Dakshin Gangotri Research Center. So our two main research center is situated there. Our sixth continent is North America. So here we study about North America. North America is the third largest continent of the world. It is very popular country or continent. It is linked to South America by a very narrow strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama. The Isthmus of Panama is linked to North America to South America. The continent lies completely in the northern and western hemisphere. Three oceans surrounded this continent named as Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and Arctic Ocean. So our last continent, which is South America. So here we get information about South Africa. It named as South, so it is also situated in the southern hemisphere. It lies mostly in the southern hemisphere, which two oceans surrounded it on the east and the west. The Andes, the world's longest mountain range, runs through its length from north to south. South America has the world's largest river. The Amazon River is flowing through the South America. East mountain peak, Mount Everest, is around 8,848 meters above the sea level. And when we talk about the greatest depth of 11,022 meters is recorded as Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. Could you imagine that the depth of sea is much more than the highest point? Yes, we are talking about the depth and the peak of the Mount Everest. Here, after that, we move to our next domain, which is atmosphere. Again, we try to understand what is atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by the layer of gas called the atmosphere. In this layer, you found different gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. This thin blanket of air is an integral and important aspect of the planet. It provides us with the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effect of the sun rays. Here we are talking about the atmosphere extend up to the height of about 1,600 kilometers. The atmosphere is divided into 5 layers based on composition, temperature and other properties. So first of all, we are discussing about these 5 layers of our atmosphere. This layer starting from the earth's surface and called the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere and the exosphere. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which makes up about 99% of clean and dry air. Yes, in our environment you saw there is a balance of different gases. Through the oxygen we breathe and we breathe out carbon dioxide. This is the sequence of our life. Only earth exists this kind of gases. That's why you saw life is there on earth planet. Nitrogen, which is 78%, and oxygen, which is on earth only 21%, and the other gases like carbon dioxide, argon and other comprise 1% by volume. Oxygen is the breath of life, while nitrogen help in the growth of living organisms. Carbon dioxide, through present in minute amount, is important as the absorbed heat radiated by the earth. Yes, carbon dioxide which controls the heat, thereby keeping the planet warm. It is also essential for the growth of plant. That's why we heard about that. In the daytime we get oxygen from the plant, and in the night time it gives us carbon dioxide. This density of atmosphere varied with the height. It is maximum at the sea level and decrease rapidly when we go upside like mountains. You know, the climbers experience problem in breathing due to this decrease in the density of air, and they have carry with them oxygen cylinders when they are climbing the mountains to be able to breathe at high altitudes. The temperature also decreases as we go upwards. The atmosphere extends pressure on the earth. This varied from the place to place. In some areas experience high pressure, and in some areas we feel low pressure. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Moving air is known as wind. Yes, you feel windy atmosphere generally in monsoon season, but when we go through mountain, you also feel this wind. After that, we are talking about biosphere. So first you try to understand what is biosphere. When we merge our three domains, this is called as biosphere. The biosphere means the domains of life. The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water and air. Yes, when we merge these three domains, it is called as biosphere. So, it is in this zone that life that is unique to this planet exists on earth only. There are several species of organisms that vary in size from microbes and bacteria to huge mammals which is living on our earth. All the living organisms includes humans are linked to each other and to the biosphere for survival. Okay, in our atmosphere you saw there is a balance of different domains. The organisms in the biosphere may broadly be divided into plant kingdom and animal kingdom. They all are the living beings. The three domains of the earth interact with each other and affect each other in many ways. For example, when we are cutting a forest for fulfilling our need of wood or clearing land for agriculture or for making buildings, may lead to fast removal of soil for slope, means it is called as soil erosion. Similarly, earth surface may be changed due to natural calamities like earthquake, tsunami. For example, there could be submerge of land when we face earthquake. As happened in the case of tsunami also, recently the part of Andaman and Nicobar island were submerged underwater. So, discharge of waste material into lake and river makes the water unsuitable for human use. Yes, generally what we do, we throw garbage into the drinking water, means we throw garbage into the pot, rivers, and that time we pollute our fresh water, and that water, when we use it for the drinking purpose, we face many problems. We suffer a different illness which is related to water. So it is also damage other forms of life. Emission from industries, thermal power plant and vehicles pollute the air. Yes, here we are talking about air pollution. It is also held due to the vehicles, due to the industrial areas, but increase the carbon dioxide, which is called as CO2, is an important constituent of air, but increase in the amount of CO2 leads to increase in global temperature. When CO2 increases, means the carbon dioxide increases due to the vehicle, industrial area, that time you face many problems in breathing. This is the termed as global warming. It is called as global warming. There is thus a need to limit the use of resource of the earth to maintain the balance of nature between the domains of the lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, and that's why to stop all these kinds of pollutions we plant more and more number of trees, because trees gives us oxygen, and that's why our forefathers tell us when you cut a one tree you grow more and more number of trees. This balance the atmosphere, lithosphere and the hydrosphere. So in this way we learn all these three domains through this chapter. I hope you understand this chapter. Thank you.